everybody, if you're new to my channel, I'm Lori and welcome to the Chatty Bookworm. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to talk about the 22 books that I want to read in 2022. Yeah, most of them are going to be fantasy. I didn't put anything that isn't out yet because I want to try to do books that are on my shelf, you know, even though most of these are newer books, I do have some book of the month books that I want to read. So there's a couple of book of the months on here. There's a couple of Brandon Sanderson. One I'm definitely going to read in January. So that will definitely be off the list in January. Unless I get to it this month, or at least start it. I think I read a couple pages. I'll show you the book in a minute. But if I can get to it, I might read a little bit more this year, but I doubt if I'll finish it this year. But let's get started because there's 22 books. And a lot of these I just grabbed just because I was just in the mood. And a lot of these are just no reason. I just grabbed it. They caught my attention by the color, the cover. There are some that are there because, you know, because I want to, because I actually want to read them. You know what I mean? They're the ones that I, had in mind. There was a few, so, yeah. But I know Gabby from Gabby Reads loves this book. It's Loveless by Alice Oseman. I don't know too much about this. I forget what the, I forgot exactly what it's about. I think, everybody finds love, but not her, or something like that. It says right here, it was all sinking in. I've never had a crush on anyone. No boys, no girls, not a single person I've ever met. What did that mean? What did that mean? So, it's Georgie. Her name is Georgie. Yeah. But she makes a plan to find love. But her actions wreak havoc among her friends. She questions why romance seems so easy for other people, yet not for her. With new terms thrown at her, asexual, aromantic, romantic? How you say it? Aromantic? Sorry if I said that wrong. Georgie is more uncertain about her feelings than ever. Is she destined to remain loveless, or has she been looking for the wrong thing all along? So it sounds like it's going to be good, about finding yourself, and yeah, and it just sounds like it's gonna be a perfect book to read. Yeah, so I'm really really excited about this one. I at least wanted to put a classic on here, and this is a big one, so we'll see if we can get to it in 2022. And plus it's very small print, so I might get to it in 2022, but I don't know. That's Anna Karenina, by Leo Tolstoy, I forget how you say it, his last name. I'm not sure too much about this. This is a translated book, and it was translated by Constance Garnett, and it says it's one of the greatest love stories in world history. So, she's married to a powerful government minister. Yeah. Then, let's see. She's married to him, and then she winds up leaving her husband and her son to live with her lover, it sounds like. And then she condemned and all that stuff. But it sounds like it would be good, but heartbreaking and just really interesting. But the print is so tiny. So we'll see about this one, but I really want to make a good effort to definitely get to this. And then we got Darius the Great is Not Okay by Adib. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to say the author's name. I'll just show it to you. I'm not sure what this one's about. I just know so many people love this book. There's another one I want to get, but I can't think of the name of it right now. That I would have put on here if I would have already had it. But I'm trying to put only, like I said, books I already own. I'm trying to see. There's Darius, he's a fractal, how do you say this word? Persian, half his mom's side, and his, yeah, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Darius Kellner speaks better Klingon than Farsi, or Farsa, and he knows more about Hobbit social cues than Persian ones. Than that part that I said. He's half fractional. How do you say that word? Persian. Half on his mom's side. It says, and his first ever trip to Iran is about to change his life. It says Darius has never really fit in at home, and he's sure things are going to be the same in Iran. He's clinically depressed. I mean, his clinical depression doesn't exactly help matters, and trying to meet, I don't know how you say this person's name. It's Sohrab, the boy next door, and everything changes. Soon, they're spending their days together, playing soccer, eating FALUDEH, and talking for hours on a secret rooftop overlooking the city skyline. Soraban, how do you say his name? Calls him Dariush? I'm not sure. Dariush, the original Farsi version of his name. And Darius has never felt more like himself than he does now that he's, how do you say that name to the other guy's name? By turning hilarious and heartbreaking, Adib, how do you say the author's name? Brilliant debut is for anyone who's ever felt not good enough, then meets a friend who makes them feel so much better than okay. Sounds like it's going to be really cool. Kind of sad, but also, romantic maybe? I'm really down for it. I got The Marinette by Katie Winsmere, who is, of course, is a YouTuber on here. And this is Vampire and Witch. And the next one in this one just came out. So I want to get to this. I was hoping to get to it this year, but there's no way. But yeah, I think she okay, yeah, she's a witch who's sworn to serve the vampire. And she's one of the last remaining blood witches. And then she thought that she was almost guaranteed to get picked or something like that. Says something about the academy is full of sabotage and secrets as the tasks begin, and Valerie quickly realizes she has more than her spot on the line. Her survival seems just as uncertain. The closer she gets to the final trial, the more she learns everything and everyone around her isn't quite what it seems. Look at that cover, like, oh my gosh. If I can find Katie's channel, I will put it down below. Then I got another YouTuber, my girl, my Julie, from Pages and Pins. She has A Curse in Ashes. This one looks like it's going to be so good, and I love the cover. I just love it. There's fae in here. There's witches. Oh gosh, there's a whole bunch of different things. And I think in this one, she likes more than one guy, I think. And I think there's like a, let me see. It says that Ansling has trained in magic use, self-defense, and secrecy, but no amount of training prepares her for a curse that hits so close to home. Then again, she never anticipated having two men by her side, ready to fight and die with her. It says, with a diverse cast of characters and no shortage of danger or romance, the explosive world of A Curse in Ash, the first in an adult contemporary fantasy series, will leave you breathless for more. And it says Atmospheric Press. But this cover, oh my gosh, I just love it. Like, so cool. We got a long way to go, and it's already 10 minutes. Let me grab another pile. Got a lot in here. Here's one of the Brandon Sanderson books, and that is The Way of the Kings, the Stormlight Archives. I still haven't finished the Final Empire series. I don't know if I'm going to continue on after the third one in this one. I mean, in the first world of the Final Empire. I do plan on finishing the last two. I didn't put it on this 2021, but I do plan on reading it. And I also want to start this one. Even if I don't finish it in 2022, would love to start it. Maybe get halfway. Oh, I didn't even realize I have a bookmark in here. But yeah, I'm not too sure about the chart. I mean, about this, The Way of the Kings. But I know Reagan from Prue Projects loves this series. And I know she really loves this one. So and I know a lot of other people that are YouTubers love it. So I really want to read it. And I don't really want to go in knowing too much about what's going on. I want to be, as possible. I know, like, what's his name? Daniel, I can't think of his name, but he's a big YouTuber too. He always has, like the world, like, where you can go look on his channel and see the world of the archives. I mean, of this series, The Way of the King, the Stormlight Archives. But yeah. I'm not going to tell you what all these are about because we'll be here all day. I have Jade Fire Gold by June Clatan. Says, Her Destiny, His Revenge. I just love this cover. This is mostly, I mean, I do want to read this, don't get me wrong, but this is mostly the reason why I picked this, grabbed this one, is because of the cover, and it just sounds like it's going to be so fun and interesting. But look at this cover, you guys. Like, stunning. Look at that. And just read what it says right here. Something was awakening, a dark power I had no control over, a power that would save or destroy me. The world thinks I'm dead, and I want to keep it that way until I'm ready to take back what's mine. It says, Praise for Jade Fire Gold, a spectacular crafted world that breathes new air into old mythology. With grappling, how do you say that, storytelling, June Clatan has brightened up YA fantasy. So, I don't know too much about it. Just, like it says here, Her Destiny, His Revenge. Stay there. All these books. I'm like trying to, I'm good. I had a couple still on my lap, but that's okay. I was trying to bring these other ones closer, so sorry I'm out of the view a little bit. There we go. Oh my God, I hope that don't go falling. I'm sorry if my face gets all messy. It's so good. I'm sorry if my face gets chocolatey during the video. But I got Will, that's of course Will Smith's biography. You know, it's about his life so far. Look at this cover. I love the cover of this. The cover art and stuff. Oh my gosh. So we're just going to find out stuff about Will Smith. And there's these pictures in here. So, yeah, and I loved when he played on, what was it? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I love him in, why did I forget the name of it? It's my favorite movie, Independence Day. Oh my gosh, I loved him in Independence Day. And then that real sad one where him and his dog are basically the only ones left on Earth. I can't think of what it's called, but oh my gosh, that movie was so good, but so heartbreaking. But yeah, so that's another one. We got Instruction for Dancing by Nicole Yoon? Is it Yoon? I always forget. I really wanted to get to this year, but I just never got to it. It says, Evie Thomas doesn't believe in love anymore, especially after the strangest thing occurs one otherwise ordinary afternoon. She witnesses a couple kiss, and it is overcome with a vision of how their romance begins and how it will end. After all, even the greatest love stories end with a broken heart eventually. That's all I'm going to tell you. But she's going to start, having feelings for some guy, and things are going to happen. And I heard it's sad. So I don't know why it's sad, but I heard it's sad. And we got The Keeper of Night by Kylie Lee Baker. Death is her destiny, it says. I'm just going to read you the back. I am too dangerous to let live any longer. It is written in the book of Enku, something like that, decreed by the High Reaper himself. Death will come to find me, but I will no longer be there. And it says, half British Reaper, half Japanese Shigami, something like that. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, a lot of these I want to go in blindly. And then we got A History of Wild Places by Shay Earnshaw. Me and my buddy, who I love to buddy read with, Drew. We are going to be buddy reading this sometime next year. So I'm excited. I don't remember too much about this. I think it's like a thriller, mystery maybe. I'll read you the beginning of it. It says, Travis Wren has an unusual talent for locating missing people. Oh, okay, I think he's like hired to find missing somebody, and him and this other person go missing. And then it says years later, Theo, a lifelong member of Pastoral, discovers Travis' abandoned truck beyond the border of the community. And it says that he wants to unravel the mystery of what happened. It says unravel the mystery of what happened, reveals secrets that Theo, his wife Callie, and her sister Bee kept from one another. Secrets that prove their perfect, isolated world isn't as safe as they believe, and that darkness takes many forms. It says it's a story about fairy tales, our fear of the dark, and losing yourself within the wilderness of your mind. Sounds really good. Like I said, me and my buddy's going to be buddy reading that sometime this coming year. I have A Marvelous Light by Freya Marsky. Says sublim prose, top-notch world building, delightfully queer. And it's blurred by my favorite male author. If I can talk. TJ Klune. And I don't know too much about this. I just know it says magic, romance, and mayhem in a beautifully decorative occasional activity, dangerous, Edwardian England, something like that. I'll read you the first line, first paragraph, whatever you're going to say. Robin Blythe has more than enough bother in his life. He's struggling to be a good old brother, a responsible employee, and the Herod, something like that, Barnett, of a seated, gutted by his late parents' excesses. When an administrative mistake sees him named the civil service illusion, how do you say that word, to a hidden magical society, he discovers what's been operating beneath the unextraordinary reality he's always known. And he's going to fall in love with this guy. Edwin? How do you say his name? Edwin, how do you say it? But yeah. Sounds like it's going to be interesting. Look at that. I still have another whole pile. It's already 20 minutes. Oh well, it's okay. We have She Who Became the Sun by Shelly Parker Chan. It says epic, tragic, and gorgeous. It will wreck you and you will be grateful. And this one, her brother is destined for greatness and she's not. And her brother winds up dying, and then she dresses up like her brother to, take his place. So it's got like Milan vibe to it. So that should be fun. Let me grab some more of these before they fall over. Grab the next stack. And then we got Daughter of Sparta by Claire M. Andrews. And it's a James Patterson Presents. It says, a fresh original spin on classic Greek mythology. An action-packed adventure with phenomenal writing and empowering female characters. I was absolutely enamored by this book. A spellbinding adventure led by a fierce and complex heroine. An utterly transportive and breathtaking debut. An epic story about female empowerment packed with romance, adventure, and mystery. This fast-paced and well-researched novel was truly difficult to put down. That's just some of the people that blurted what they said. And it says, Sparta forged her into a deadly weapon. Now the gods need her to save the world. Good enough. Like I said, we'll be here all day if I read what all of them are about. We got All of Us Villains. It says Blood Before All. Amanda Foody and Kristen Lynn Herman. I think this is like a competition or something. I'm not really sure. It says the blood moon rises, the blood veil falls. The tournament begins. Yeah. That's all I'm going to tell you. I don't, like I said, if I wind up, hopefully I'll read all these and you guys will find out in my reading vlogs. You know, what I think about them. I'm going to grab this last stack. It's heavy, you guys. We got Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. This is like a book within a book within a book within a book. A couple, whatever you're going to say. Like these two girls are obsessed with somebody and then they wind up being found dead and then a whole bunch of other stuff ensues. I'm not going to go into it because this thing will take forever. I did like barely started it this year. I got to page 6. I even almost page 7 because I annotated right there or something. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get to this soon, unless I decided to save it for around Halloween time. We got Karen M. McManus, You'll Be the Death of Me, Friends to the End. These three, they decide to ditch or something like that, and they follow one of their old friends, and I think the friend gets killed or something, and they don't tell anybody that they saw it because they're all hiding something. So hopefully I will like this and I'll read it. Sometimes I have what'd you call it with her? Sometimes I like her book, sometimes I don't. Like I loved One of Us is Lion, and there was another one I really liked, but then there was a couple that I wasn't like super big on. The coffee's so good. I got the next one in the Raybearer series, and that's Redemptor. Yeah. This is very popular, so you guys should know what it's about, so I'm not going to go into it. We have She Who Rides a Storm by Caitlin Sangster. A highly woven fantasy heist with memorable characters and a killer premise. And, of course, Brendan Sanderson blurbed it. But look at this cover, you guys. Like, wow. Look how thick this baby is. It says, Ghost Tombs Betrayals with multiple unfolding mysteries and complex and varied magic. She Who Rides the Storm digs right into a new imaginative world, leading the readers deeper into the history and the truth of a divided land. Nothing is what it seems. That's all we're going to say. So there's a heist in it. I love heist. Like, you know, Six of Crows. Mwah. And then I have 3 more. We got A Dark and Howl Star by Ashley Shutterworth. I think me and Drew were talking about buddy reading this too. Because I think we're going to buddy read it closer. I think it was this one, or it might have been another book. Because there's 2 that I get confused on. And it might be this one. But like I said, it could be the other one that I don't have here. But I think it might be this one. And that we're going to buddy read closer to the release date of the second one. It could be the other book, but this one looks like it's going to be good. And I know it blew up on TikTok and stuff. It says her fate was now up to her. And if the oh so powerful Diddies weren't brave enough to destroy her, she was going to make them regret, letting her discover just how satisfying it was to watch things burn. And my tab is already in there for when I'm ready to read it. I got tabs. It says choose your player. The Ironborn half-fae outcast of her royal fae family, a temperous fury exiled to Earth from the immortal realm and hell-bent on revenge, a dutiful fae prince determined to earn his place on the throne. The prince, brooding guardian, burdened with a terrible secret. So it's four queer teens, each holding a key piece of the truth behind these murders. So there's a murder and they each have a key thing to it. So it sounds like it's going to be good. And look at that. I love the cover. And you know me, I love fae, books with fae in it and stuff like that. We got Malice by Heather Walters. I want to read this before the next one comes out. And this is Sleeping Beauty, a spin of this off of the Sleeping Beauty, where the sorceress, I think it is, or whatever she's called, falls in love with Aurora. All the girls in Aurora's family are like cursed or something like that to die at a certain age, and the sorceress, or whatever you want to call her, that's starting to fall in love with her, wants to try to find a way to break the curse. And I know Bethany from Beautiful Bookish Bethany's loved this book, so I'm super excited to read it. So look at this. So hopefully I'll get to it like in the beginning of the year sometime. And the last one is the one I'm definitely going to get to in January. I'm actually going to be reading the next book as well in January or February, because I'm going to buddy read it with Drew and our friend Charlie. And it's the sequel to Skyward, and it's Starsight. And this is with I always forget her name. Why did I forget her name? Spencer. Yeah. She always wanted to like go to space and stuff like her dad. Something happens and her dad was considered a traitor, and now she can't like fly and stuff like that. Or she's not supposed to be able to, you know, and yeah, things happen. I mean, it's really good. I'm not good at explaining, but I'm super excited to continue on. I started this, and I'm hoping to read some more this month, but I really don't think I'm going to get to it. But I did get to page 24, and like I said, I'm definitely going to get to it next month. And if I do wind up finishing this month by chance, then we'll just put the next book, which is, I forget the name of it. I know what it is, but I can never pronounce the name. Sakanic, how do you say it? But anyways, yeah. So if I do finish this month, then we'll put book 3 in its place. So yeah, but I'm almost positive I'll probably start it but not finish it. And that is it. Those are the 22 books I want to try to read in 2022. Let me know, do you have any books that you want to read in 2022? Do you have 22 books that you want to read in 2022? If so, what are some of them? Let me know how you guys are doing with your reading. I read a lot of books this year. I went way over my Goodreads goal, so yay me. But I'm going to let you guys go, and if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing, and if you do, please, please, please hit that bell icon so you'll know whenever a video like this is up for your viewing pleasure. And until next time, I am out of here. Happy reading. I hope you guys enjoy your books. If you don't, remember DNFing is your friend. And until next time, I will talk to you guys then. Bye.